Hit it.
Hello, universe. Welcome to Off the Rails with Tom and Mark, the best comedy podcast in America. This is gonna be Off the Rails.
All right, universe. Welcome back to Off the Rails with Tom and Mark, our second ever Summerfest special.
My first Summerfest special.
And we are here with actor Ryland Tews, also known as Captain Seafield.
Yes, I am Captain Seafield. It is wonderful being here, yes.
All right, and we're also here with producer and editor of visual effects, Mike Cheslik.
It's good to be here from LA. Just flew in from LA.
Oh,
I'm from LA.
You took Rail Force One, right? Our own airline? Did we send that for you?
Yes, it was wonderful. Lots of booze aboard, which of course I enjoy.
They're not good pilots.
No, very drunk, but they're good, they're characters. Good people, those pilots.
We'd prefer a story, even if it takes a few days wandering around the railroads. Now, this is a rail that we flew in on again?
No, it
was a Rail Force One.
It was a sort of half train, half plane deal.
It's
You
flexible.
remember?
It's flexible. So, okay, I see. So this is a two-rail system that goes from mountain to mountain across the states at 10,000 feet.
That'll work. So, you guys, tell us a little bit about Lake Michigan Monster. Oh, first of all, just want to say, being this close to Lake Michigan, I've never felt more safe sitting next to you.
Well,
There has been a lot of news lately about the real potential Lake Michigan monster.
Okay.
It's really cutting into our search results for our independent film we made.
yes. We're just trying to get our little movie off the ground, and here's an actual Lake Michigan monster attacking the locals, but that's another story entirely, of course. Our film, of course, was made right here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the greatest city on earth, and we made it last year, and this last year we've been doing the old festival circuit. So we've been going all across the great state of Wisconsin, showing it at various festivals, and audience have really seemed to get a kick out of it. And now we've started to move out of the state, and soon we'll be going, in fact, we'll be going off to Montreal, Canada.
Hey!
For a big fest called Fantasia Film Festival. So
our audience is not limited to people from the Lake Michigan area. You can be from any of the four good Great Lakes.
yes.
Okay. Does this film tend to do well with, like, Midwestern charm across the nation? Or
Yes.
does it do a little better in this area?
Well, there are, of course, references to Milwaukee and Wisconsin that people from the area really seem to, they understand it more than others, I think. But even with that being said, it's definitely not a film that can only be enjoyed here in this great city of ours. I remember when we were up in Waiawega Film Festival, there was a young, strapping filmmaker from Ireland, and he said, "Look, I didn't understand some of the jokes, but I still thought they were very funny." And for someone from Ireland to still think the movie was very funny and relevant, and him to have a hell of a good time still without ever stepping foot in Milwaukee, I think that's a good sign.
He got the jokes about drinking.
Yes. And there are an awful lot of those, of course.
And he couldn't believe I don't want to spoil my favorite drinking joke on there, but,
Oh, yeah, thank you for your caution, because, this is not a metaphorical monster movie where there's some sort of inner monster. We are guaranteeing you, our audience, a real monster.
There's a literal monster attacking us.
And that monster's appearance has not been spoiled in any promotional material, and I now sympathize with all the people whose movie monsters make it onto the thumbnails of YouTube videos.
yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea where the movie was going, and I don't want to say too much about the third act or whatever, but it was beautiful.
Well,
I loved everything about it, and I didn't see the visual style coming. Can we talk about some of your visual influences?
Yes, well, Guy Madden was a big influence. He's a director from up in Canada, actually, and he makes a lot of, black and white sort of art films, sort of in that same sort of grainy, overexposed kind of look to them. Mm-hmm. And so that was a big influence, of course.
But he's a new filmmaker.
This isn't an old filmmaker. He's still around, kicking.
So, like us, we're new filmmakers making a movie in an old style.
Yes.
And we picked this kind of grainy old black and white style so that we could tell a really crazy story and give you as many special effects as a Marvel movie, but on our tiny, tiny pizza delivery tip money budget.
Yes.
So some of these places that are iconic in Milwaukee, I noticed that there was no volume or dialogue in them.
Yes.
Did you have permission to be there, or did
film
you
in certain
headboard it?
locations?
That's a complicated story, and we're going to move on to the next question.
Look, Tom. Look, here's the thing.
You're asking a lot of... You're getting a little personal. This is not... I mean, you want our tax info? Are you auditing us?
Like my social security number as well. Look, here's the thing.
They were in
Look,
the movie.
Look, this is what
Oh, are you allowed to be here on the captain's deck? May I see your credentials? Look.
Oh, they have name tags.
That's all you need.
That's all you need, yes.
Cameras are very small now.
Okay.
Sometimes there's an interesting museum near where you live. People go in there. They want to remember being at the museum. Some of their friends are actors. They take a little picture of the exhibit they were at. Their friends maybe do a small scene. That's just what going to the museum is like.
Right.
That makes it a lot more fun to go to the museum.
It may be a coincidence that they're in costume that day, and next thing you know, you got a whole scene in your movie. So, that's all I'll say about it.
So on the note of spontaneity, was there a lot of improv, or is this very by the script?
No, it was, most of it was all scripted. Yeah, everyone
Okay.
just,
Yeah.
they all, it's all scripted. Everyone knew their lines coming in, except for me, of course. And
But everything is improvised at some point. If
Yeah.
you're sitting in front of a screenwriting software, you improvise it and then you write it down.
We improvised in the writing process.
I don't know, people are only satisfied by improv if it happens while the camera is already rolling.
On take 42.
Yeah,
we're just
wasting
mixing it
everyone's
up.
time, yeah. The more responsible form of improv is improv at home when you don't have the crew there, and then write that into the script software. And perform it exactly that way.
That's awesome. I know, Captain Seafeld, what's better than having a good plan for you seem to be having 30 hilarious plans.
yes, well, what's the old saying?
A good plan today
Yeah,
is
it's
better
my
than a perfect
responsibility.
plan tomorrow?
That's the one, sure. Well, what you got to do is you can't make a movie and you say, hey, the first plan that we're doing is we caught the monster. The movie's 5 minutes long. So, of course, you need to go through a lot of trial and error, Tom.
Yes.
Before you can really hone in how exactly to capture the sea monster. Because you have to get in the mind of the sea monster and think like it, and eventually, of course, my character, by the end of the film, I won't ruin anything, but, we sort of have a showdown, and by that time, I've kind of figured this thing out, so, but it's a lot of trial and error, and you might lose a man or two or three or four along the way, but, that's come to be expected out there on the sea in Lake Michigan.
Is this a horror film, Captain Seafield?
It's a sort of horror comedy, spooky fantasy mystery. One of those films.
Sort of a PG-13 Halloween-y film with no actual disgusting gore, but more of a...
Yeah, yes. It's for all ages, I'd say, yes. And there's a lot of lessons to be learned, I think.
Lake Michigan Monster is a morality tale, and you could probably just screen it in lieu of school.
I think it was done very fast-paced, too. You guys seem to go from scene to scene and never slow down with any lull in the movie. It just kept moving forward.
People are sick of these slow movies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'd love
Gone with the Wind. It's just so wonderful.
No, look, Gone with the Wind should have been 95 minutes. Fire, war, the house is owned by someone else.
Burning, kiss, end movie.
Don't give a damn. And cut that line down, too. Frankly, my dear, that line is so purple, it could be much shorter. So we don't want to waste people's time. We want them to come in, have some drinks, laugh a lot, and then leave the theater so we can screen it again.
Yes.
You make more money if you have a shorter movie, screen it more times.
Yes. We just want to, hit them with a ton of bricks and just leave, and then go join them at the bar later. But we don't want to, because, you go to a film festival, and you start getting into, like, some of these indie movies that are 90, 100, 2 hours long, and it's like, who do you think you are? Who do you think? You're going to make me sit here, this no name, and maybe you watch a 2-hour, movie shot in the woods? Like, no. Just give me a 75-minute movie. That's all you need. You got some laughs, you got some cries, you got some blood and gore, you got some, jump scares, some spooky images. That's it.
Some musical numbers. You got some musical numbers, maybe?
Some musical numbers, yeah, several of those.
And we can promise you at least several musical numbers, 5 action scenes, a lot of spooks, And again, the film is called Lake Michigan Monster. I don't know if people come into the middle of your show ever, but Lake Michigan Monster.
Lake Michigan Monster. How can people find this film, or do they have to go to a film festival?
You're going to have to get some navigational equipment. You're going to have to charter a small pontoon.
Aye.
And you're going to have to go hunting for the Lake Michigan Monster film in much the same way that we went hunting for that movie. Because the movie, for that monster, because the movie is not currently available on streaming, but look for it soon. Keep it at the top of your Google search results. Maybe even go down to G-Fest in Chicago, the Kaiju Film Festival.
There we go.
I was just getting to that. You are. What's next? And you said the Kaiju Film Festival in Chicago.
Yes, that's. We're going to be screening on the 13th, which is a Saturday at 6 p.m. at the Crown Plaza at the O'Hare Airport there. It's a wonderful convention. I think it's in their 26th year, but yeah, they just celebrate all things Godzilla and Kaiju and whatnot, and they reached out to us and wanted to show the movie, so we'll be there in Chicago. But aside from that, we're just going to keep doing the festival stuff around the state and around the country, and like Mike had touched on, we're going to soon be on DVD, Blu-ray, streaming, so, just keep us in your mind and your prayers. And
So what are you waiting on to put it in the streaming services? A good offer, or
Waiting on Mr. Spielberg to come knocking.
Yes.
We think if we play it cool, don't reach out to him, wait for him to come to you.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm wearing a shirt that looks like I'm from LA, and just keep reminding everybody that I am from LA, so it's, it's just a matter of looking for a distributor. You want to have somebody who team partner with you and get it out there, and right now we're doing our festival run. It's a really important part of getting an independent film scene, and so the next step will be putting it up on a distribution service so that all you good folks can watch it on your favorite streaming service and your favorite video rental stores, Redboxes,
Your Blockbusters.
Nickelodeons.
Are we going to see a cinematic universe about the captain?
You absolutely will be seeing that.
Yes.
Ryland's drunk. He's a drunk man on the radio.
Yes, well, no, we first have to, let's just work on selling this thing
All right,
first,
all
Mark,
right.
before we start talking cinematic universes and whatnot.
You want to start with the cinematic universe. You want to get your Dark Universe, Universal superhero trilogy movie going. Then work backwards and make all the origin films.
All I'm going to say is I am in the next Avengers film, yes. That is true. But aside from that, no cinematic universe is planned, but you never know, We'll go where the money is, Mark.
Fair enough.
We're just here trying to sell out. That's all we're trying to do.
That's all we're here for.
So yeah, keep searching Lake Michigan Monster. Keep thinking of us, and this is a fun film that your whole family's gonna like, and you're gonna like.
Yeah, it's wacky. How would you describe it, Tom?
Just a good time, a blast.
Yeah, it's a visual feast. It's all over the place in a good way. Yeah, I loved it.
All right. Well, thank you guys for coming to our little Summerfest get-together here.
Thank you so much for having us.
If you got anything else in the works after this that you want to run by?
No.
Nothing?
All our creativity went into this film. We're spent.
All right.
Absolutely drained.
All right, guys. I'm going to let you get back to having some drinks, having some free food, and thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
How did we all get connected? Because Roy saw it at...
We were judges at the Twisted Dreams.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
You guys were not able to be there. Or no, you were there. I wasn't there when you were there.
We were there kind of towards the tail end.
Yeah. Tom was in the building when you guys were there, but I had to go. I had a 2-year-old at home, so I could only rely on babysitters for so long.
Yeah, she hung in there all night. Oh, I forgot to ask you. I know why you guys bailed. It was that one annoying kid at Twisted Dreams you were trying to shake. Because we were going to interview you after the premiere.
Oh, yeah. I'm just...
And then, it was this one annoying fanboy.
Oh, yeah.
He's a nice guy.
That totally happened. I remember exactly what
Yes.
Because,
He was one of those who was way too nice of a nice guy.
yeah.
Yeah, I think we got
Turned
wrapped
us up to at one point.
Yeah. He kind of got stuck talking with him. Like, all right, well, we're going to...
Well, then
I spent 15 minutes.
he started sitting closer to us, and then he started wearing red shirts, so people would think that he was with us to talk to him more. And I'm like, that is why they left. Because you guys came back to do the interview. And we were half packed up. She had a 5 a.m. flight the next morning.
All right.
So
Yeah, I'm so sorry that didn't work out, and I'm glad that we were.
it worked out a little better this way, I think, right?
Yeah, this was great. Yeah.
I mean, you could have Skyped in from the studio or talked to us in the old, grungy, used to be a porn theater. Or you can come to Summerfest with some free food and alcohol.
Oh yeah, this was a blast.
Do it.
I think also we were late to that one because bizarrely we were at the Wisconsin Film Festival and that one the same day. So we like drove over.
We'll probably end up doing another year of festivals.
Yeah.
Are you allowed to do the same festival twice?
Well, not usually the same festival, unless if they're going to put it in, it'll probably be out of competition or anything, but usually not the same festivals. But a lot of these festivals, sometimes they only want movies that were made, like, completed after a certain date.
Okay.
But some of them don't care, or it's like, oh, it has to be completed after 2016, So we might just do another year of festival screenings just to continue to get the word out. And they're just fun to go to when we can as well. So, we've had at least one member of the team from Lake Michigan Monster go to every single fest. So we've gotten into like a dozen festivals now, and someone from that has been on the movie has gone. So it's been nice to have someone there do the Q&A and stuff, and they're fun. They give me an excuse to get out, go out of town and stuff.
Up to Montreal.
Yeah,
really,
exactly.
like that's the best excuse to like visit another country. It's like to be kind of welcomed. Like you're like, oh yeah. It's like I don't know. I've never had to like travel for work until we did this movie. So it's, I don't know, just a really fun, simple thing that's it's been a blast. Now I think a lot of more international festivals are reaching out because of the internet page. So hopefully, I don't know. I just really want people in this area to know about it.
Yeah, like my wife was Googling, like, trying to figure out where you were filming in, like, every shot. Like, oh, which lighthouse is that?
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to get a lot
They're at Lake Park.
Yeah, it's not a Lake Park shoot.
I think people in Milwaukee would, if they had access to it on streaming, I think they would all want to watch it. We're just trying to get it up somewhere. I think movies just take a long time to finish their fest run and get distribution, like sometimes over a year. Yeah, so it's our first one, so we'll see.
Awesome. Well, I don't know if you want any of this chatter in there or not, but
Oh yeah, we did our promotional interview, and then we did our inside baseball interview.
yeah.
We could have done both, I guess. I'm sorry if.
No, I was just like, I hope Molly's recording because this is actually a pretty good podcast.
Yeah,
here.
she's still recording.
Good. She can fix all where the mics are or anything. Yeah.
So, Brendan, this is your first time up here at Summerfest?
In my life, no. I've lived in this. We were talking about it on the way here. I've only been to Summerfest 3 times officially in my life, and this is lovely, you know. But this is the first time I've been up on the captain's deck. Yeah.
Oh, we're recording now.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Your countdown was you put a mic close to your mouth.
Through the magic of editing, it will all look very professional. Oh, Molly broke the mic stand. That was a good one, too.
That's what she said.
Oh. These guys are too raunchy. We can't have them.
Oh,
now.
jeez.
This is a family show.
Oh, we're sorry. You gotta go, Jan.
All right. Should we just dive right in?
Yeah.
All right, let's wait till Molly is in her chair and gives us a thumbs up. Molly? Are we good? Are we good? All right. We got a thumbs up, guys.
All right.
So, welcome to Off the Rails. Tom and Mark, we're here at Summerfest 2019. The 3 of you are wearing matching shirts. What can you tell me about that?
We're Team Quintero, and it happens to be our 20th anniversary of Vegan Tea. We are working with Coldwell Banker, but today we are having fun at Summerfest.
And doing your first podcast, I'm taking it.
Doing our
Definitely the first time.
Yeah, for me too.
Excellent. So,
It's hard to tell, I know.
All right. So you're working with Coldwell Banker. What does Team Quintero do with them?
We sell real estate.
Okay.
Yes. We have lots of.
so if I have a home I want to get rid of, you're the person?
Yeah.
We are the team for
We
that,
are
yes.
the team for that.
We are missing one of our party, however.
All right. So
She's here.
is it
Sure.
is selling a home hard?
I'm sorry?
Is selling a house hard?
Well, it can be. It's very emotional. Most people hold a lot of their memories and dreams in their homes, and it can be part therapy. We have lots of jobs that we do. We have to be appraisers, therapists, and house keepers and stagers,
Okay.
advertisers, marketing.
So how do you tell someone that they should not buy a house with their credit score?
Basically, if they don't have a bank account.
Okay.
I don't know. I just want to know. Molly and I are looking to buy a house coming up soon, and I just want to know what I can expect to hear.
We leave that to the lenders. We let them give you that information.
We will point out any defects or problems.
Okay.
If it's a turkey house, trying to hide
Oh, I
it,
thought you meant with me.
Well, yeah, no
Like,
turkeys
my
either.
parents were right. My dad was right. The doctors were right. This guy's a turkey.
So what's popular in homes right now? What are some of the features that make a house sell fast?
Great staging, updates, and a smart home.
What's a smart home?
One
You're looking
without
for
me.
You're looking for like the Ring doorbell or Nest thermostats, things that people can do from their phones or computers.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, Mark, you own a house. Would you consider?
I do own a house. I bought a really old house. Do you find my house is 100 years old? Do you find that older houses are harder to sell, or
Oh, absolutely not. We're in Milwaukee. There's a lot of older homes. My home was built in 35.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't have the Great Fire of Chicago, so we still got older homes.
Right, we do. And we used a lot of stone.
Yeah.
Planted stone.
Cream City
Yes.
here at Summerfest. So how do we get a hold of you if we want to buy a house? What's the best way?
Well, you have our website, teamquintero.com, or if not there, then we're at Coldwell Banker Home Sale Realty.
So what's your favorite part about selling houses?
People.
And you? What's your favorite part?
People's also his least favorite part of it.
Then we're on to the next problem.
Yeah.
Okay, so the challenge, every day is a different day. And you?
It's really fun. You meet so many really super people, and it's always different personalities, different houses, different things that are important to one person. But it's all just, we kind of make friends with a lot of our clients, and that's why we're having a little party here today.
Yeah, when I bought my house 3 years ago, and the realtor did so much because it's such a huge thing. You're so nervous. You're only going to do it a couple of times in your life, and it's the biggest thing you might ever buy. So it's really nice to have someone who can walk you through it. And yeah, my realtor works for Coldwell Banker, but I don't know how tribal you guys are, so I don't know if I want to name drop, so I won't.
How do you sell a haunted house? Do you have to tell people that it's haunted?
If they ask and you know, you should probably tell them.
Yes.
Yeah, you can't lie about it.
No, you can't lie. That's a real.
Do you have to tell people, like, 3 people were killed in this bedroom? I just want to let you know. We're really good at carpet cleaning, but...
They're gonna eventually find out, so if you know, it probably would be wise to let them know.
Have you ever had a house exorcised for demons?
Outside of my own?
My wife worked at a coffee shop that she was convinced was haunted, so she had the neighboring Orthodox priest come over and bless the place, and all the problems stopped. So, if a house is supposedly haunted, it might go a long way to ease the buyer's mind if they know that a holy man came through. Just a thought. I don't know.
Well, yeah, you should put that on your website. We exercise houses also.
I thought I was doing good just exercising with steps. But
Yeah. Make yourself stand out a little bit. Put that as a selling point.
Well, you'll have to refer us who your friend used.
Yeah, sure, I can get you that as business card, sure.
Perfect.
All right, guys. Well, you seem like a really fun group, and I think people should come to you to buy some houses. And thanks for coming on the podcast, and I hope you're having a great time today.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Thanks, guys.
Happy
Thanks very much.
Summerfest.
thanks a lot.
Yep.
And thank Roy Scholtka.
Yes.
Scholtka Fest.
Oh, he's great.
Roy's the man who made all of this happen. Every single part of it.
Yes. All right.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
No such thing as too many koozies.
No such thing.
All right, have we started? We're good?
Molly's rolling for this comedy gold.
For this comedy gold. All right, we got more contest winners on there. So, in your opinion, if you get 3% or higher participation, you're doing well in contests. So, why do you think people don't enter, and why are you the weird one that does?
I live here.
Okay.
I think that's
You live in the Summerfest grounds?
yes. There's a tent over there.
Sweet.
They keep tearing it down, but I keep putting it back up.
But if I do like a Facebook post, I put within 50 miles of Milwaukee to my target ads. This is a little behind the curtains for you, universe. And we will get 1 to 2% of people that see the ad actually follow the simple instructions of liking it and
Posting 2 people?
posting a person.
That's a lot of work,
and
Tom.
This was a good giveaway. This was
a good giveaway.
You
I
gave away
this.
like 20 tickets.
well, not VIP tickets.
No, not VIP tickets, but like 20 tickets in general.
Yeah, we gave away 22 tickets altogether. We had to pay to get in.
I had to pay for parking.
Yeah. We gave away parking. We gave away everything to the point where, we actually have to go, and now we gotta pay.
On the bright side, I think my beers, the free beers that we got here, probably equaled what I paid for parking.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so really, I am the winner.
That's the thing, I remember you used to come down here and spend, $20 and you get drunk. You had, you $3 beers. Now it's like 8. Just saying. Because that's the thing, every year it just gets more and more expensive.
To do Summerfest right, if you want to do the cool free stages, you got to get here at noon, and you got to camp out on those bleachers all day. You got to have someone run in to get you food and beverages, and in the amount of money you could have spent to get nice theater tickets to see them in the downtown, show, you spend on beer and nacho chips.
Yeah.
If you're not at a good level by the time the show starts too, you're just gonna hate yourself because everyone else is gonna be trash around you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not even gonna want to be there.
We had that with the Lonely Island on Friday. We stayed here all day. Well, my friends did. I got here at 5, and it was still felt like all day. You gotta have people running and everything, but I mean, it's worth it for the music. It's so much fun, and all the people. Oh my God, the people watching here is amazing.
Universe, enter our contest because another special part of the contest just walked up. You guys are now gonna get to meet the Appletones who just played the Summerfest stage.
Yay! Oh, nice.
They walked by. So, bottom line is, Universe, it's not always a ripoff to get your email or something. You can actually win our contest, and they're legit. So. All right, ladies. Well, congratulations, and allow me to introduce you to the Appletones.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we're on.
All right, welcome back, Appletones again. Woo! I was not leaving Summerfest until we got you guys back on because we had you on last year, and it looks like you grew in size a little bit since last year.
Yeah, new members.
New members.
Right
New members of the Appletones. So, was this your first time playing at Summerfest?
Yep. Yeah, first time at Summerfest.
Okay.
Yeah, first time at Summerfest for, I think, all of us. I don't think any of us have played at Summerfest before. So, it's really cool, very exciting. We met Chris and Tom. Ben and I met Chris and Tom at an open mic that we host in Appleton, where we're from. And they already had some songs down. They're like, hey, you guys want to play sometime? And we said, yeah, that'd be a blast. And we formed the group real shortly after that and ended up being lucky enough to record at
Rock Garden Studios.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice. Yeah, with
So
Mark
we were-
Goldie and Woody Larson.
So we were able to record some music, which was a blast. And then I suggested that we have Mike play with us too because he plays keys and saxophone. And he hadn't been playing for a while, and he got right back into it. And he's obviously doing awesome now. So it was just a blast. It was a blast to have a big group and have all the instrumentation that we do.
All right, so what's it like to play with people in very different generations?
We get along flawlessly, actually.
Oh, yeah. Don't give me the what. You're crushing my
And
celebrity
influence.
death pool right now.
And
I took you in the
influential.
first round of the draft of that.
Nah, it's really easy. We all have fun. We all have fun and we hang out and it's just a blast. We all get together.
It's
great.
not like
Otherwise, we
business.
wouldn't do it.
It's not, some bands are all about business. Meet up at this place, meet up at this time, and then get paid. And we're just like, who the hell gives a who? We just have a blast with each other, and that's where the music comes from. All of our feeling together as friends.
So music will totally bond you guys.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
We all
We're influenced by them. They're influenced by us. They've told us firsthand, which is amazing. That's humbling for us younger generation, and then tell us that they've got something from us. So it's been a blessing, and being here.
Yeah, that's really beautiful, guys. I don't say beautiful often. I hate just about
I saw the
everything.
sparkle. For everybody on the air, we saw the sparkle.
So, what are some of your musical influences other than each other?
I love a couple big influences would be Beck and Frank Zappa.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys do a lot
Some
of that.
alternative type stuff.
yeah.
So I don't know that it shows maybe my playing here with this particular group, but I'd say a big influence would be that.
Yeah.
Drumming, probably Fishman from Fish.
Didn't you guys just do like a Zappa Fest?
Last year they did. We're doing this year's Zappa Fest with them at the Miramar in December. December 7th, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. My musical influence, David Gilmour, Pink Floyd. I'm a more slow blues player, but then at the same time, I'm heavily influenced by Humphreys McGee, and they've played here for years. Not this year, unfortunately, but
So, in a very short period of time, you guys have progressed with each other from an open mic in Appleton to the largest music festival in the world.
That's right.
In a span of
That's right.
months.
Where do you go from here?
The moon. Shoot the moon. All
do
the
it.
way-
Oh, we're very fortunate that we had the opportunity to do it, and it seems like we had a good reaction from the crowd, and
Yeah, that
we
is quite
enjoyed
the
doing
rise.
it. So yeah, absolutely, we couldn't be more fortunate. We were saying how lucky we are because we worked very hard, but there's plenty of other people that work very hard
Absolutely.
too. So very lucky.
That's why we're just absolutely blessed. Our music got in the right hands, and there's so many other great musicians out there, and they keep trying, they keep working hard, and we all get there. We all get there. We work hard enough, we all get there.
There you go. There's a message for the kids.
You work hard
Stick with
enough,
it.
you will get there.
Keep pushing carts. Deliver that food.
Well, all right, guys. Hey, thank you. I'm not going to keep you from all the poontang that is going to rain upon you after playing at Summerfest. So, I'm going to let you out there and start slaying it, guys.
Thanks, Tom. Thanks, Mark, for
Appreciate
being
it.
on.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you, guys.
You guys were great, by the way, out there. You were great on the stage.
Thank you so much.
There we go. Oh, that's so much better. My tooth sucks.
He's a diva with a red dress on. Red t-shirt.
All right. I need a thumbs up.
Yeah, she's been recording the whole time like you played musical microphones.
While I was just complaining like a diva?
Yeah.
All right. Well, the man of the hour, thank you very much, Roy. We wanted to get you on and give you a special thank you. Thank you for putting this whole event together.
Thanks for letting us crash your party.
Yes.
Thanks for coming, everybody. Hope everybody had a great time.
It was a blast. Roy, president of Coldwell Banker, he's our main sponsor. He keeps this podcast together, basically. So we owe him so much. Can't say thank you enough.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can't beat fun. And I'm the you in fun.
Oh, that's awesome, Roy. So, Roy, when we were getting this together, you seem to be like a hard guy to make solid plans with.
Solid fans?
Plans.
Oh, plans.
Like, what's going on, Roy? Where should we meet you? Just get down here. I'll get you in here. You got nothing to worry about.
You got in and you had nothing to worry about other than the rain.
Well,
when the rain came.
See, Roy, the rest of the unwashed commoners can't just walk around and get into any place they want.
Well, you need to talk to my people.
Yeah.
We got Molly and we got Jenny. They're the really unsung heroes for putting this together. And Adina.
They make it so Roy can walk through Summerfest like Mr. Magoo and nobody bothers them.
Hey, I'm the guy in the white hat.
Yeah. Just come on down and have some fun.
Look for the white hat guy.
Oh, Roy's a good time. Roy, once again, thank you very much. Coldwell Banker Home Sale Realty. If you're looking to buy or sell a home or interested in a career real estate, email Roy at cbhsr.com. Or give him a call, 414-235-0763.
Oh, nailed it.
He'd love to be your go-to for all your real estate needs. Roy, thanks again. We had a blast.
Thank you for coming, and thanks to Captain Seafelt and all you out there. Check out the movie The Lake Michigan Monster. If you like SpongeBob SquarePants, you'll love The Lake Michigan Monster. It's like SpongeBob on steroids for adults.
Yes.
We should have asked what they were smoking when they came up with some of those concepts.
Oh, yeah. It was great.
Well, thank you guys for helping us out and showing up again and being a big supporter of Coldwell Banker.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Thank you again. Thanks again.
Oh, yeah. Double tap. That's the sign of professionalism.
All right. Welcome back to the show. It's been like about a year since you've been on the podcast.
Yeah, it's been a while. You
Yeah.
guys
Susan
have been up to
Majewski
things.
here.
You got impressive shirts,
Yeah.
and he's got swag. I'm really impressed.
Why couldn't you have all the cool stuff when we were recording in my attic?
I don't know. It takes time for a podcast to grow. It doesn't just happen overnight. It happens over years.
It's like a teenager. You kick it out once it stays a little too long.
Yeah.
Well, Summerfest, my attic. Yes, it grew a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
So, Susan, what did you think of Summerfest this year?
I haven't been to Summerfest in years, and the last festival I was at, I think it was Pride Fest, and I have to say that there's not as many leather chaps.
It's a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, Summerfest, but some assless chaps might add something to it. But that could come later in the evening. I don't know. It's been a while.
Yeah, and you're not staying later in the evening, are you?
No.
This bus leaves at 4 p.m.
Yeah, bedtime's like 8 o'clock these days.
Babysitter.
And I've got a picture of margaritas somewhere with my name on it.
There you go. Lead singer of the Appletones just left his phone here. We could have went through the lead singer of the Appletones phone.
Wait till he finds those pictures we took.
Yeah.
Those messages.
That's great. Summerfest is always a great time, and why don't you just stop in more?
Well,
Childcare.
2-year-old.
Childcare? Okay.
If anyone wants to, babysit my 2-year-old, by all means.
For free. For free.
For free.
Yeah,
For free.
I miss
$100.
having you on the Movies with Mark.
Yeah, no, there's a couple of, I get to preview a few of them.
Oh yeah, you were let in to some free movies.
I was.
Some of the film festival movies.
I was, and
Mark was privy to that. Even I wasn't.
I was a big fan of the Lake Michigan Monster. The last 20 minutes was like throwback.
No
old
spoilers.
school.
No spoilers.
I know, but the last 20 minutes is golden. I loved that movie, so I was really excited. I was like, oh, they're gonna be here. Which is why I'm here today, really.
And in
Just for that.
character.
I know it's all about the hat.
Yeah, in character was great. I was a little thrown off by the in characterness.
Because all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he's nice to see you, Sonny.
I'm like, what the hell? I was
just talking to Ryland.
You turned that on.
You're just jealous because you can't pull that off with the man bag. You need the hat. You need the sailor hat.
The fanny pack he's wearing right now that you can't see. It's
It doesn't
under
work
the table.
saying that with a fanny pack.
I'm confident in my fanny pack. And the tough thing about doing Summerfest shows, I'll pull back the curtain a little bit, is you only have a limited amount of time to get everything together, prepared, know who you're going to interview, and you got 20 minutes of basically quiet. So we just skipped doing it in quiet and said, Molly, deal with it.
Well, we tested the mics. We thought they felt all right.
I'm impressed. There's organization that the cards are all organized.
Are they?
The setup is nice.
You know, it's harder for me and Mark to not help than it is for Molly to do it by herself. So we're the real heroes of this by not touching anything.
By staying out of Molly's hair.
Molly put this, what would you call that, Molly?
That's the main volume headset control terminal.
She put it on the edge.
The handrail.
I noticed it, and my primal dad instincts kicked in, and Mark noticed it at just about the same time, and his dad instincts kicked in, and he was going over, and the first thing he said was, "Need some tape?" And I'm already holding tape.
Well, I just picture that thing going over and pulling all
The
the equipment
expensive
over the
looking
ledge second story down onto the concrete.
And Molly's like, don't worry about it. I got it.
It's all
fine."
right.
Yeah. Well, to calm our nerves, we put tape on it.
there's 4 inches of scotch tape on that. That is
Now
going
it's
nowhere.
Thank you. Hey, don't do that.
Molly just took off the tape.
Ooh, bold move, Molly.
You know what?
This podcast is over.
This podcast is over.
Susan, you got to come back more.
You know what? Nice to be here. It's a beautiful day, and I got to see a lot of cool interviews. And I was photo girl, so check out
And swag giveaway girl. So
Facebook and Instagram, and it'll be all kinds of cool pictures there. So I feel like I did my part.
Yeah,
you did.
Unofficial media babe.
That's right. Groupie. I'm a groupie. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, universe. And remember, we're not good enough.
Ain't that the truth?